Hi everyone, welcome to Raw Synergy TV. I'm so excited because I just made the coolest discovery today and I want to share it with you. And right now it's summertime and it's starting to get really warm and the fruit flies are starting to get out of control. And I was feeling like overwhelmed, wondering what the heck I was going to do. I had fruit all over my counter here and they were just kind of swarming everywhere. And a while ago, I read online somewhere that you could make a funnel and put it in a bottle or a jar with a piece of fruit on the bottom, and the fruit flies were supposed to fly in down through the funnel and go after the fruit inside. And I tried that yesterday and it did not work at all. All of the fruit flies just surrounded the outside of the funnel and never went inside for the fruit. And I left it there all day long. So I just thought, okay, well that's pointless. And then I had an idea because I was eating dates and they come in this container from Henry's, and I was thinking, I wonder if this would work. And so it did, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did so that you can try this. I'm still blown away that it actually worked. But I have this empty container, and like I said, I get medjool dates from Henry's Market, and it comes in this container with a tight-fitting plastic lid. And I think the clear plastic container works really well because the fruit flies can then see the fruit inside the container. And what I did was I just pierced a hole right through the top of the lid, and you can either put a hole right in the center. Because there was a label on here, I put my hole a little bit to the side, but you don't want to get it too close to the edge. So I just put one hole right in the center of the lid, and then I put a couple of other small holes just for ventilation. And don't make the hole too big because you don't want them to fly out. You just want them to be able to get in. And then I would take the lid off. Like I took the lid off and pierced the hole through, and I used this hole puncher that I have. And so once you do that, you punch your hole through, stick a piece of fruit inside. And what I did was I went for the piece of fruit that was really overripe, that all the fruit flies seemed to be going after. I grabbed that one and I put it inside and put the lid on firmly. And I just set it here on the counter and just left it alone. And then I took all of the other ripe fruit that was on the counter and put it in the refrigerator because I didn't want it to go bad. And I cleared off the counter as much as I could, all of the really, really ripe stuff. And then I just left it. I left it alone. And to my amazement, when I come back an hour later, there was a bunch of fruit flies inside this container. Well, this container. And I could not believe my eyes. Like, they actually went inside. They found their way inside. And so there was still a few more flying around here, and I walked away, and when I came back 3 hours later, literally all of the fruit flies were inside this container, and I want to show you right now. So here's what it looks like inside. Lots and lots of fruit flies. There's my hole, my large hole punch, and then there's the couple of other small ones just for air. And see, they crawl all around the upper edges, but they don't, I've not seen them crawl along the inside top of the lid. So you You can do it with any container, as long as, I think that the clear container really helps, because I think it helps for them to be able to see, but maybe they don't use their eyes. I don't know, maybe they just go after smell. But anyway, it's so simple and so easy and inexpensive. You know, if you have a container with a good fitting lid on and you just put a piece of fruit inside, it should work really well. I know I had somebody just recently asking me how to take care of fruit flies, and I was using another solution that worked pretty well, but this by far worked amazing. So please try it out. Let me know if it works for you. I hope that it does. And that's it for this edition of Raw Synergy TV. I've been really busy, but I want to thank you all for your comments and rating the videos and saying hi and telling me your stories. It's always great to hear from you. So I hope that you guys are doing great, and I'll see you soon.